In '08, the slogan "Change" worked because people on both sides are sick of the system. People, even Republicans, believe that despite a disagreement, maybe this one guy was who he presented himself as, a first African-American president. Maybe he could be the guy that would transcend all of the bickering. Maybe he would be the guy that would bring us together. That's what he promised. What a momentous occasion this election presented to one man. Half a century ago, America was segregated. Now there's an African-American president. This is a momentous thing. This is an incredibly cool moment. And it did bring hope, I think, for everybody for about that much time. Even me, I didn't vote for the guy. I don't like the guy. But even me, on the day that he was elected, I said, this is great. This is cool. I thought maybe we can show all the people on the left that we're not a racist country. And maybe he'll work out. Maybe this will lead to even bigger advances. Maybe we'll see a woman in the White House soon. Or a man who isn't embarrassed by his wheelchair sit behind that desk in the Oval Office. Or perhaps someday we might even elect a guy who's a member of an easy-to-pick-on faith. Wouldn't that be amazing? All of that promise squandered, and people on both sides of the aisle know it. That's why he's having trouble raising money right now. It's not the Republicans' fault. They're raiding, wedding and birthday gifts. It's not the Republicans that are doing this, that's causing him to do that. It's his fault and his team. It was their strategy. They put big labor and big corporations ahead of people who actually believe in something. The left believes in something too. They just don't believe in special exemptions for corporations. But neither do we. Reality is this. America's #1 special interest group is the American people. Politicians in both parties forget this over and over and over again, and we have to teach them a lesson. American dream is not about increasing labor union roles, expanding the government, catering to massive corporations, accumulating more party power in Washington. It's about helping people make the difference in their own life. So I have to tell you, Mr. President, I'm just guessing here, but I think Americans are going to keep their wedding dollars and their $3 that you asked for in that last letter. Most have been responsible citizens. Most have inflated their tires. But most are still having a hard time affording the now 104% increase in the cost of a gallon of gasoline. So I think they're going to keep that $3. And they'll use that $3 and they'll drive to the polls. Some of them will stop at an elderly neighbor's house and give her or somebody else who can't drive anymore a lift to the polls. And there we will all stand together, side by side, in a gym or a firehouse, in a school. We'll stand side by side, rich and poor, black and white, Democrat and Republican, young and old, male and female. There's no war going on between any of us. We'll stand there. We'll use that $3 to buy the fuel to get there. And then we'll go in one by one after we have waited patiently, not as a collective, but as an individual, just for that chance to pull the lever. That's what we'll do as individuals. And once again, cast our vote for change. You see, that's the great thing about America that so many people in power don't get. It's what makes us exceptional. There's always hope for a brighter tomorrow. We know this because we've lived it over and over again. Somebody who would likely have been a slave in this country 2 centuries ago now resides at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. How far we have come. How far? What else can we do? I've seen what the American people, with firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, can do. So I still have hope, and I know you do too. And if the next guy doesn't keep any more of his promises to unite us and help us, put the country on the right track with the Constitution again, if he doesn't keep any more promises than the last one did, then in 4 years, he'll be sent home too with his suitcase, and we'll line up and try somebody else and see if they'll do it. Americans don't give up. And that's who we are, Americans. We're America. And therefore, there is a brighter future. And there's a brighter future because every election is your choice. This election is about you.